Hi. So in this video, I'm going to tell you about how to deliver speech in front of people, like the public speaking part wherein you do not involve any PPT or any other resource, rather only the speech is being delivered. How you prepare for it and how you present it. How you prepare for it. So write the content properly with whatever you have to deliver. That's what you will do. But how to prepare the content? Always make sure the topic whichever you have to deliver, the main topic would be there, definitely, right? So the topic should not be, and topic will be the noun, right? So the topic should not be repeated every time you're starting the sentence or every time you're sharing the information. So in the entire 50, suppose it's a 10-minute presentation, in that 10 minutes presentation there'll be approximately 200-300 or 200 sentences approximately, it would be there. So in those all the sentences, it's not that the main topic is being spoken so that you leave an highlight of the audience mind. No, it's not like that. Always plan your content in a way that in the beginning, in the middle of the content, and in the end of the content, the main topic would be there. The main topic should be there as a noun, should be there, and in the rest of the content there should be the pronoun should be there. So it is that, he or she, whatever the topic is. If it is abstract one, you will use it. If it is about somebody, you will use he or she. So address the person. Suppose you're talking about Swami Vivekananda, right? So if you're talking about Swami Vivekananda, every sentence will not start with Swami Vivekananda. It will say later he or respected him or whatever howsoever you want to address him, but not with the name every time. In the beginning, it should be there. The name should be addressed so that people would know whom about you're talking. In the middle, to remind the audience, because sometimes what happens is the listeners always get distracted after every 12 minutes, right? Or after every 12 seconds as well, and then 12 minutes, and it's a pattern of listening, like people get distracted after some time. So to bring back the listeners to your content or to your speech, this is how you attract them back. You drag their attention by again mentioning the name of the person about who you were talking in the middle. And then by the time you're closing down the presentation, at that point of time, again you should speak the name so that people remember about whom you were talking. So what happens, people watch the beginning with the proper full on attention, and towards the end also they pay proper attention by the time, and it leaves a good memory of the people, those who are listening to you. They will remember what you talk and whom about you were talking, right? And in the middle also, it is to remind and to attract the listeners back. It should be planned that way. This is how you prepare your content. Now comes the delivery part. So by the time you're practicing for the delivery, it's not the live delivery I'm talking about. I'm talking about wherein you're preparing for using your the entire content, you using your article, you're preparing. By the time you're preparing, always make sure that you start involving your hands with the words, matching your hands with the words you're using. So by the time you're preparing, you always make sure that with each single word, you use your hands, like I am doing in front of you. This is to tell you how to use it. I am doing it in a form of for a demo for you, right? So every time you're doing the practice, make sure for each single word you use your hands and involve them with the words you are speaking. So that's how you will practice. It's not that by the time this way, if you will practice, by the time you'll go for a live presentation, you will start using your hands all the time. No, it's not like that. It doesn't happen that way. But this is for the people, those who least use their hands in the presentations. So for them, this is how they get in practice. It's a kind of an habit building exercise wherein you get in habit of using your hand gestures by the time you're doing any presentation. So this is the most important part, that when you practice, with each word you use your hands, showcase. So this way you will start, your hands will come in action gradually, and then you will there will be a day definitely wherein you will start to learn how to do the presentations. And by the time how you stand, by this is the use of hands, fine. Now the use of the entire posture. By the time you stand, always make sure there should be a gap of like, it's like I think 90 some like 9 inches gap it is said. Yes, it's 9 inches gap, right? It should, there should be 9 inches gap in both the legs, both the foot. So wheresoever you like, there should be, you must observe by the time the singers do the singing, by the time they're standing on stage. So when you'll see, they will never you will see that any person standing on stage and doing a singing, they will stand with their both the legs joining to each other. No, it's not like that. It's not a confident standing. A confident standing is always having the 9 inches gap in between both the legs. So it is like that. So when you're standing, it will give you it gives the balance to the body also, and it shows a confident posture also. So make sure these three to four main things that I've told you, you can practice and prepare your public speaking. That's a complete speech delivery that you want to do. Further, about many other things in public speaking, there are a lot of things which I have to cover in each of my next coming videos. I'll keep covering those parts also. Thank you very much.